Okay, so with all our characters and button created and all the images inside an image sheet created by texture packer, the next step is to start working on directly in Spine. So before diving into creating our character in Spine, let me give you just a very quick overview of the overall interface here. I won't go into a lot of details because you can get it directly from the Spine website. So basically, as soon as you create a project, you are greeted with a blank project, and the first mode that you get is the setup mode, which is the mode that you create the bones, and then in this mode you also attach images to the bones that you created. So once you have your character in the correct pose that you want, with the bones and images, everything set up, then you move on to the next to the other mode, which is the animate mode, and this is the place where you actually create the animation and make the character move. So let's go back to the setup mode, and well, here to the right we have the tree of the skeleton. Currently we only have one skeleton, and inside this skeleton there are several nodes, and this button over here, this dot, tell us whether they are visible or not. And for example, this node is where all the roots are placed in a hierarchical order, and the draw order is where you define which bones or images you want to show appear on top or below other images. So for example, you have a hand that you want it to show on top of an arm. This is a place where you change the draw order of the images. You have the image folders itself, which is the place where it's going to read all the image assets. The skins, which we are gonna use in a moment. Animations, it comes with a default animation called animation, and events that I haven't used so far. Here at the bottom I have the different tools. The ones that I've used the most are the create bones, which is the tool that I use to create the bones. These are very important tools. These are the tools that I use to rotate, translate either a bone or an image, and the escalation of them as well, and other options here to the right that we'll see in a moment. So that's a very quick overview of the interface. As we progress, you will see me how I'm using not only these tools that or features that I just showed you, but others as well. So okay, so with that, let's start by loading our images. Let me click there so I can change the image folder. So once I select the image folder, I go here to the bottom and then on browse. By going to browse, I'm going to select in my project folder the place where I'm going to place all the spine images, which is this folder over here if you remember. So just open that and it automatically brings over all the images. Next, the next step, let's start with the orange guy. I need the full view of the orange guy because I'm going to use it as a guide, but before that, let me see where I have the blue background. Let's see, I think it's this one. Let me see. So by dragging over the image to the left, that's how you bring images into the project. And what I'm doing right now is scrolling with the wheel of the mouse. And currently I have the rotate tool selected, which I don't need. So let me make this 0. What I need is the translate tool because I'm going to move this image upwards a little bit. I want to position the background at around the middle, with the middle bone at the middle of the horizontal view of this image. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's done. If I right click on with the mouse, I can drag my canvas left or right, which is what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I have my background correctly placed, and by placing the background into the canvas, it automatically created a slot below the root bone, as you can see here, and below the slot here we have our image file. So next, what I'm going to do is select the image file, and I'm going to make it a background, and that means that it won't be exported when we export the animation. And as you can see, that's the message that we see below. This image isn't selectable and it won't be exported unless keyed in an animation. So that's exactly what I want. So the next step is to bring the full view of our orange guy. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, here it is. So same thing, I just drag over the orange guy into the screen, and because this is only a guide, I also want it as a background. And in this case, I'm going to change the color of that little guy. I'm going to change the opacity, because again, this is only a guide for me. So I think that's it. So I have it as a background image with opacity decrease. So with that, let me save the project. This is going to be saved as spine tutorial as well. Alright, so we're ready to place the bones.